Welcome into this episode of Coach's Corner. Jordan Woodruff with you, and we are today joined by Steve McHenry of Boys Track, and we talked to Coach Parent a little bit earlier, and going to have some of the same questions for you. But been a lot of rain this week, but you're hoping to get your conference in, and that sets a whole stage of conference regionals, and then you go right into state.
That's right. Hopefully we get it in. It's been raining, and they're not sure. Hopefully today we'll know for sure, but it just kind of sets the stage of one after another, conference, regional, state. You're hoping to run well this time of the year, and I think we are right now.
Yeah, and that's the one thing is talking to Coach Parent. You want to go do some tune-ups this week, right? Get ready for that main stretch of run of all this. You haven't been able to do that, but when you look around, neither has anybody else this week with all the rain.
Right. We got a good workout Monday, and then yesterday we ran inside. You know, as good as you can do, but unless you've got a place indoors you can get a good workout, I think everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah, well, we talked to you just about 2 weeks ago about kind of what you're seeing and what you hope to maybe accomplish in the 2 weeks leading up to this point. So that being said, who are some of the guys that you feel really confident about this next 3 weeks?
Well, I mean, our mile relay for one, Jay Schneeberger, Avon Hobbs, Victor Morfin, and Luke Beyer-Grossline, they've been running well all year. And after we talked, they ran their fastest time of the year that next meet. So I feel good about that relay. And they also run the 800 relay. We have Gavin Cunningham running on that most of the time. So that relay I think will do well, and Bert Miner in the distance races, 2 mile. Sometimes he runs 800, so I'm not sure what he's going to do for regionals yet, but those races he does well. And then our throwers have been throwing a lot better.
Yeah, well, and there's always, I feel like, some kid that's on the cusp. They've had some decent showings, and you think that they may be the sleeper. They're going to show up, and maybe this day it's all going to connect. Do you have anybody like that you think can maybe surprise somebody?
Well, I mean, we got a guy, PJ Garcia. He's got a lot of talent. This is his first time, running track for us. So he's run well, but it's been kind of inconsistent. He's missed several meets for various reasons, and he's run good times when he's been there, but it's never been a situation where he's gone consistently like several meets in a row. So we're looking to see what he can do.
Yeah, and talk about the field. I mean, you got conference coming up, but then regional. Talk about kind of the field that you're going to be going against, because, I mean, you're going against 6A schools, and it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of good 6A talent. That's not just in track. That's in every sport, and you see that all the time.
Right. As far as regionals, it's a pretty tough regional. Bigsby, Muskogee, Broken Arrow, Bartlesville, Midwest City's going to be there. We've seen most of those teams, and they're tough. We feel like we can, in those relays especially, and if we run well, I feel good about where we'll be.
Yeah, and is there something, we talk about other sports where you're scouting, you kind of know, is there a benefit when the kids get to see that other team that maybe beat them and maybe they're a half second off, knowing like maybe I exert a little bit more here or get off a little faster? Is there a benefit in that?
Yeah, I think so. We're familiar with these teams from last year. I mean, kids, they all know each other these days through social media and camps and those type of things. They keep track of one another. So whenever, we find out what region we're in, they just looked up those teams and they can run this, and this. They gauge each other. They know what each other looks like.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't really have to do a lot anymore with social media on track, right? They can see. And kids that are fast have it posted 2-time state champion this speed too, right?
Right. I mean, they follow each other on Twitter. Look at each other's pages. They know what's going on.
And it's interesting. You always have front runners in track and field. I mean, I think of it in grand scheme when everybody gets involved with track and field. It's kind of the Olympics, right? You have the front runners, but there's always a lot of surprises because somebody just doesn't have a good day or somebody has that really great day. So that's the thing. It's like any sport. You got to go play the game. Same way with track and field.
Right. I mean, same, everything that happens, other sports happen in track, injuries, eligibility issues, just various personal reasons. They may not be running well at this time of the year like they were early, or, someone gets hurt. It affects, this track just like any other sport.
Yeah. And are you healthy for the most part? And kind of a two-phase question, healthy, and then also the seniors on your team. You know, Brad didn't have but maybe 2 seniors he could list. How many seniors you got that are going to be running their finals?
Jay Steenberger and not even Victor Morfin, they're seniors on the relay. Burt Miner's a senior. Our throwers, not Cooper Leonard, Xavier Burris, and there's a few, but not a lot. You know, guys that have been around quite a bit. You know, last few years.
Yeah. So, and health wise, pretty healthy.
Yeah, we're healthy. You know, we got nagging injuries. You know, this time of the year, I think everyone deals with some pains and issues like that, but it's nothing major.
Yeah, I never realized with track and field how many injuries you can have, but it's kind of like you're at the end of the year and kids have been playing sports, a lot of them other sports all year, and it kind of all culminates there at the end of the year sometimes, and it's not really something that puts them down, but maybe that nagging thing that takes off maybe that quarter second they need.
Right. I mean, it's you deal with a lot of issues like people don't realize how demanding running is on the person's body until you do it, and then if you're like a 3-sport athlete, like you said, end of the year, you're tired, your body's tired.
Well, get older, and you really know how demanding running is, right?
no doubt about that.
I mean, I could go about 10 yards now. Used to I could go pretty good, but now 10 yards and I'm ready to lay down and collapse.
Well, I'll watch you do that.
You'll watch. I hear that. Well, anything else you want to get out there before we let you go, Coach?
No, I just want to congratulate our seniors that have had a good career. I know it's winding down, and I look forward to what they can do. I mean, if we get to state meet, we feel like we should do something there. It's not just qualifying the state meet is that, what we want to do. We want to do something while we're there. So we look forward to that and just want to wish everyone good luck the last 2 weeks.
Well, and I asked Coach Parent because just like that, you're going to get done. You go right into football. It's going to fly by. Are you looking forward to summer, and you got any summer plans?
Oh, I don't know what we're going to do about plans yet. Me and my wife, we're just really trying to survive the school year, get to end of May, and then we'll decide what we're going to do.
So that's the way it is with you. Just survive right. In advance, and then once you get there
you go.
Yeah. So I know Brad said the little fishing's what he wants to do, but his wife's already signed him up for Branson.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that myself.
Yeah, it's not a bad trip, right?
No, not at all.
All right, well, Coach, appreciate it. Best of luck in these upcoming weeks, and hopefully we got some good awards to talk about, and maybe some state medalist or something when it's all said and done.
I hope so. We're looking forward to it.
All right, Coach Mack, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Steve McHenry with Boys Track, and that's going to do it for today's episode of Coach's Corner. Jordan Woodruff saying so long, and until next time, go Cats.